Thank you guys for taking the time to be here, whether it is the morning, afternoon, or evening. We are here to talk to you about NRGY and our decentralized financial ecosystem and how what we are doing is going to be very revolutionary going forward. And we hope to keep this as concise as we possibly can, but we plan on this really being, the catalyst to essentially what the future holds. And if you've been, fortunate enough to been with us since the beginning, which a lot of you have, then essentially you have been able to actually be at the forefront of this. You've been able to actually really be able to grow your NRGY tokens, and you've been able to benefit from the rewards that have come from that. Along with that, you've also been able to go through all the ups and downs that we have actually gone through as an ecosystem. And the new things that we have coming are really going to be monumental. And really, we are in one of the best, exciting times that we could ever be in right now. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that we now have a chance to essentially be at the forefront. As many of you are aware, with what is really going on in this space, we have a lot of these NFT projects that are releasing essentially almost on a daily basis. There are almost as many BSC projects as NFT projects that are being released, but not many of them, if any of them, have the utility that we are going to be offering. So that is going to be really special going forward. We will also be talking about our decentralized financial ecosystem, NRGY itself, and essentially how the NRGY ecosystem ties into our transactional coin, NRGY, and our dApp that is going to be coming out, StarStake, which includes our NFT bucks, and that is going to be incredible. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend and business partner, Dwayne Noble.
All right. Good Saturday, DeFi Nation. Good Saturday, NRGY community. It has been a whirlwind of a week. Lots of things are coming together. Everything's coming along nicely. And, I couldn't be more excited for where we're at. We are, guys, we're inches away from really introducing a technology that's really going to change the world. But before I begin, guys, one thing I like to do is, we like to have some fun on these Saturdays. What I want you all to do out there, I'm going to change the view here. I want to change this to a gallery view. I want you guys to show the world how strong you are, how strong DeFi Nation is. And when you guys turn on the camera, go off mute for a second, and just give a shout out where you're from all at once, guys. I'll start us off and I'll say, good morning from Kansas.
Texas,
Good
Dallas.
morning from Oceanside, California. Hello, man.
Right.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Good morning from Oklahoma.
Really, Colorado.
Team
All
Jim.
right.
UK.
UK.
Montreal, Canada.
Tracy, you're
Costa
on mute.
Rica.
I see your mouth moving, Tracy, but you're on mute.
Oh, sorry, Manchester,
Hamburg,
UK.
Germany.
Okay, Germany. I heard some international people in there and whatnot. We got a lot of shy people who don't like to turn on their cameras, but I like to see your guys' pretty faces each Saturday, and it lets us know that we're really working for a purpose. And it's good to see you guys all. We have people from all over the world, guys, and DeFi Nation is getting stronger by the minute. So I'm going to go ahead and change the view back. Go ahead and mute yourselves out. But the title of this is, make sure that I've got the speaker view. Okay. The title of this is Why DeFi and Why Now? Why DeFi and Why Now? I mean, guys, I don't think it's any secret what's going on in the world today. And I want to give you guys a few interesting facts. A lot of people don't realize, but literally 40% of every dollar that's ever existed in the world has literally been printed within the past 1.5 to 2 years. I mean, it's really crazy to think about. We know that, you know, the printing press machines to print money are well-oiled, and they're working harder than they've ever worked before. And we see just money being created from thin air, and they raise the debt ceiling, and they produce more and produce more and produce more. And so, you know, the world's really starting to wake up. With the advent of social media, guys, the world's really starting to wake up, and they're really challenging the status quo. And you see it every day on Facebook. And let me go ahead and mute, please, guys. Okay. But you see it every day on Facebook as people challenge the status quo, and they innovate, and they look for ways to really make a more fair system and really free people from these centralized chains. And that's what decentralized finance is doing. It's just a better model. And of course, our ecosystem, NRGY, we have a DeFi financial system called NRGY within the DeFi market. And guys, this DeFi market, I don't think people realize how big this is going to be. We all know how big the internet was at the turn of the millennium, right? We started coming out with the internet. It got really big, .com. I mean, I would consider that probably the internet age is really what took us from the old age into the new age. And in fact, I was joking around a little bit on my update, if you guys saw it on Saturday, that Peter, Chris, and myself, we're all about the same age. We're like literally within months apart. Guys, we're products of 1978 and 1979. And we're really that forgotten generation that's part of, you know, that I really consider one of the greatest generations of all, because we got to experience both the old age and the new age in our prime. We got to experience before the internet and after the internet. And you kind of look at that internet line as taking us from, you know, from that old age into that new age. And you look at that as a massive market, right? The .com market. But what the DeFi market is doing is it's allowing people to take control like never before. And we're transitioning now from a centralized society and a centralized banking system into a decentralized society and a decentralized banking system. And it's just so much, it's fair. You know, you don't, with humans, there's that human element where humans let greed get in the way. When you keep things decentralized, you take away that element, you take away that question of integrity. And that's the beauty of DeFi, is it just puts people on a level playing field. And you guys, if you're not looking at DeFi, if you're not looking at DeFi market, if you're not looking at NRGY, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be left behind. Guys, we see companies now creating coins. Yeah, I just saw something the other day where I think Walmart was looking to create their own coin. Guys, I mean, this is where we're going as a society. And, you know, in these chaotic times, you got to do something to protect your family. So what I want to really introduce you to is the technology that we have with NRGY. You know, in this day and age we're in right now, you got to get moving and you got to do something. And we have a technology, guys, that we really believe is going to change the world. Why? Because we're creating a market with our StarStake dApp that's never been created before. We're creating a market really for intellectual property. I want you to think about this. We've created the market. We have the stock market. We have the Forex market. We have the crypto market, right? The commodities market, the derivatives, the futures. We have all these different markets, but there's no market for intellectual property. It doesn't exist where people can trade intellectual property. And with our StarStake dApp, to be able to tokenize and basically allow people to trade intellectual property. I don't even know if tokenize is the right word, but be able to let people trade intellectual property with our Infinity NFTs. guys, this is a technology that nobody else has. And so when you're part of the NRGY DeFi financial system, you have an opportunity right now like no other, because you can get involved to really capitalize on the entire NRGY ecosystem as a whole. But I really want to kind of give you an analogy of how this ecosystem works. And I'm going to turn it over to Alan, and he's going to show you a little bit of the technology. But guys, in a nutshell, what this technology is of StarStake, okay? Many of you guys have heard of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, right? NFTs, it's a hot buzzword out there. NFTs and DeFi, right? NFTs are non-fungible tokens. I want you to think of them as a piece of art, right? They're basically pieces of art that are being traded. Some of them are ugly pictures, in my opinion. You see some of these almost like stick figures, and they're selling for ridiculous amounts of money. Why? Because people found a use case for them, okay? But that's, you know, let's face it, the trading ugly pictures is really a fad, right? It's really a fad. But you know, this NFT market is not going away because they've just really started creating the first use case of it. And so what these NFTs are is they're basically like a digital baseball card. I want you to think of them as a digital baseball card, okay? A digital baseball card. Only our NFTs are called INFT bucks. And while they still have that piece of art, they have a real value that can be redeemed for real money. They are a stabilized currency that can be redeemed for real dollars. So that currency always has a face value to it. And when they're redeemed, they're burned and they're removed from circulation. So if it's a collectible one with a collectible picture on there, you know, people aren't going to want to take and necessarily sell that or exchange it for dollars, I should say, that Infinity NFT, that INFT buck. So I want you to think of our INFTs as digital baseball cards with a real value on them. If you think of INFTs as a INFT bucks as a digital baseball card, we have what's called our Infinity NFTs that people can purchase. So essentially what people do is they're taking those digital baseball cards, they're using them to purchase in the Infinity NFT. And now guess what? They get a purchase on the entire baseball league as a whole. They don't just get to profit on each individual player. Now they get all the ticketing sales, the media revenues, the licensing revenues, and you follow me. But if you look at NRGY staking, which is one step up, not only are you able to profit on the entire baseball league, all the players, but you're also able to profit on the football league and the hockey league and the race car league, and a musician and their work, and that musician and their work, and this YouTuber and that YouTuber, and this movie and that movie. All this intellectual property, when you have NRGY staked, you're able to earn royalties on the entire ecosystem. What does it take to get NRGY staked? You need to have 25 coins in staking. And we're going to talk about that here a little bit later, but you need 25 coins in staking. You get to earn royalties on the entire NRGY ecosystem when that happens. And right now, NRGY is so undervalued that for people to get 25 coins in staking is extremely affordable. But I'm going to tell you, going forward in the future, I don't think it's going to be so affordable, because once you see this technology that we're within inches, within days of revealing, guys, you'll understand the power of what we have. So I'm going to turn it over to Alan. He's going to explain to you about those digital baseball cards, those INFT bucks. He's going to explain to you about the INFT and also about NRGY and how it all works together in the NRGY ecosystem. Alan, the floor is yours. You are muted. You're talking to yourself. Your lips are moving, but we can't hear you.
Oh, there we go. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in once again. Appreciate everybody in our community. All of you guys are awesome. Want to talk to you a little bit, kind of thinking back, you know, we're getting, when we first started NRGY in February of this past year, The idea behind it was that we would create this, fair DeFi financial system. And then from that would grow decentralized apps and businesses. And I'm pleased to say that it's been a tremendous success, because when you take a look at StarStake, what it would have taken a private company to develop StarStake, it would have been millions and millions and millions of dollars to develop a product like this, right? But because of the fact that we have of the NRGY DeFi system, we were able to do this as part of NRGY, create an upside for all of you and all of us, including myself, that own NRGY and believe in its long-term potential for growth, and create a product that's going to lead the NFT industry. And the reason I know it's leading the NFT industry is because, without name dropping, I'm just going to tell you that some very, very big people have looked at this, eyes have popped out there. We're working on contracts. We're working on influencer agreements. We are working on major influencers in the music industry who have the connections to some of the biggest artists that you know are coming to us, and we're working with them and saying, I just want to make sure if I refer someone, I get my piece. I'm saying, that's fine. We'll get you an influencer agreement set up, right? So everyone that's seen this, I've never been involved with anything that's as easy for people to get as quickly as when they see StarStake. It's just one of those rare situations where not only is there excitement, Facebook this week is changing their name to Metaverse. So the whole idea that content on the internet would be monetized through non-fungible tokens is going to be a huge industry. Now, where are we in that process? Where do we fit in? We are the first ones to incorporate smart NFTs, INFTs, with royalty payments, with access tokens, with the ability for people to get what's the most important part of all this is an incentivized network, right, of people that not only own part of the intellectual property of a YouTube star or a song or any of the huge markets we've gone over and over again, but the fact that they are part of a network of people. Just like you guys are the network of people, I can tell you, this network of people in NRGY have brought some of the leading people in the music industry to look at StarStake and say, wow, I want in. Now, we don't have contracts. I'm not going to tell you that we have contracts on these people yet. I'm just telling you that they're coming to us through the incentivized network of people, all of you. And the same thing will work with StarStake as people stake and become part of different intellectual property opportunities. It's also a way for people to gain and to earn money in terms of when you have an incentivized network of people. The cool part about it is that people can go ahead and refer opportunities also to the artist, to the stake. So it's something that just doesn't exist right now. Everyone is pretty much working on exchanges instead of working on solving the big problem, which is creating incentivized networks for each individual NFT. So that's really what makes StarStake absolutely a win-win situation. So one of the things that I'm going to show you right now is where we're at. I think by next week in particular, with the development progress that we've been making, I think we're going to be in really good shape. Let me go ahead and take a look. Let me share my screen. Oh, you did? Okay, that's okay. Hold on.
So I took away the camera purposely because I don't want you guys to be distracted and just focus on the screen itself. Thank you.
Are you there, Alan?
Alan, we can't hear you, buddy.
We all got kids, so.
No?
There you are.
Hello?
There you
Now
are.
we can hear you. Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Start over.
Okay, awesome. So
Start
yeah,
over.
I had the,
Nope. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
You're froze, Alan. I'll go ahead and I'll talk a little bit until we can discuss, Peter, between me and you while Alan gets.
be quiet.
Are you there?
No, I think he dropped off.
He dropped off. I think he lost connection. And he had a really good graphic on his screen too.
All right, I'm back. I'm back again. Here we go. We got situation. So let me share my screen one more time. Okay. So this is on StarStake right now. This platform is going to change the way NFT market works. You can see right here, you can connect. Right now we have it set up. Literally, you can connect your wallet. You can see right here, you'll see when you click on this little wallet icon, it shows your USDC balance, your energy balance, how much energy go you have. It basically allows you to, so the wallet is integrated. You can add funds to the platform with Ethereum. You also can purchase NFT bucks. So you can, we're still connecting a few things here. So I just wanted you guys to see, we have the back end functionality is now in place. This is over 100 individually coded pages for this site. It's extremely, extremely complex. And so we've been working extremely hard on making sure that everybody who is part of StarStake, I just want you to know, we expect to have a working prototype by some point here this next week. And at that point, it's going to be a really exciting situation. So let me go over the economics real quick of how StarStake is going to impact NRGY and NRGY. First impact is going to be when people come in to stake INFTs from stars, from sports stars, or any intellectual property that's tokenized on our platform. They're going to need to own NFT bucks, and they're going to be purchased with cryptocurrency. Those NFT bucks are going to be used in the platform initially, and eventually will be used in other venues and locations as we expand the e-commerce possibilities for INFT bucks. So NFT bucks, once they purchase those funds, there's going to be a treasury, a real-time treasury with real-time statistics updated every 10 minutes, so people can see how much NFT bucks are outstanding and what is the cryptocurrency coverage that is involved, and how that coverage guarantees the USD value of every NFT bucks in circulation. So we have a financial system for that in itself, on top of the beautiful designs and the utility of being able to use INFT bucks in our platform and eventually other platforms. So that's a huge development and innovation. And it's actually something I've been working on for literally many years. That's coming out as part of this platform as well. So once people own INFT bucks, the cool part is they'll stake with those dollars. Now, when they stake with those dollars, what happens is INFT bucks are redeemed, and they are swapped in the smart contract for NRGY. NRGY is then used as the payments for the IP creators, for the incentivized network of fans, and then they get to either hold or sell NRGY as part of their payment system. Everything is in USDC. Every liquidity is the prime importance. They will have liquidity and they will have the ability to own energy. We expect to see huge increases when royalties are paid out. We would expect, as more and more people, if we sign these big stars, people come in and use this platform, there'll be, potentially big appreciation inside of StarStake. Because why? The underlying financial system of StarStake is energy. So we see huge impact on the prices and the value of energy going forward. We, as all the other coins are out there competing to get market share and get people to own their coin, we actually have a service. We actually have a platform that's not just buying and selling NFTs. It goes to a level where we're creating a whole new way for people to monetize different industries. Those industries that will be affected by StarStake are the social media industry. Every person has a value. It will be the music industry, all DeFi, getting away from centralized platforms. It will be the publishing industry. It will be all the industries that will be affected by this technology. So we think it's revolutionary. We think that it's going to be one of those things that transforms and creates a lot of value. And as you know, if you create a lot of value, you create a lot of wealth. And so that is the current rundown for StarStake. Stay tuned.
Alan, if I could interrupt you for a second, there are many people here that are with our community that are essentially holding NRGY, but they see the value of NRGY going down, and they don't understand exactly why that value is going down, and they don't exactly understand the real use case of what NRGY provides. So I think it's important that we review this so that they understand exactly why now is such an imperative time to actually buy more of the NRGY, because that essentially is going to be the tie-in to the NFT bucks.
So yeah, exactly. Well, so first of all, I wouldn't be too concerned about the short-term selling of NRGY. Most people, they buy something new, they dump it. That's a normal case in cryptocurrency. Only long-term investors make big life-changing returns. And so I haven't been too concerned about it. NRGY is the fuel to create NFT bucks. I'll go through the process so you guys get a good idea how incredible value it is. So when an NFT buck is minted, a portion of that NFT buck goes into the treasury. The proceeds go into the treasury in two ways. It gets added as a portion of it gets added as a stable coin, and the other portion is added as a swap for NRGY. And that's updated and shown real time. So these bucks are made of NRGY. If you don't, NRGY then becomes squeezed. The price, as more and more of these are minted, more and more of NRGY is used, okay? And when they're redeemed for INFTs, they're cashed out, right? And the beautiful part about it, when that happens, if the price of NRGY is higher, which in theory it would be if many millions of dollars were minted in NFT bucks, then there would be a gain, because the buck holder only gets the value in USD of the underlying value of NFT bucks, right? Any increase in the underlying cryptocurrency of NFT bucks is then a gain, right? That gain goes into the treasury, and investors who want to provide liquidity for NRGY can receive additional rewards, staking rewards for doing so. It's a complex system. We will go through it in detail on the launch. I just, in a nutshell, to make it very simple, everyone, if you believe that NFT bucks are going to be a useful and popular way for people to make payments using cryptocurrency, then NRGY is going to be the fuel, the price stabilization fuel that stabilizes the price of these different of NFT bucks. So it's the integral part of that. There's going to be a big announcement on that coming up. I can't tell you what it is just yet, but I'm going to tell you what it is. There'll be a big announcement involving NRGY, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. In addition, NRGY will be used. StarStake pays DApp revenues. Genie Signal, by the way, having a lot of success with Genie Signal. We've been in a beta test for about 3 months on that with investors who have been using it successfully. And now we are getting ready to launch that product. So any energy at DApp, energy royalties are paid in NRGY, okay? When a music star goes ahead and agrees to pay a royalty on a song, or when they perform, or when any product agrees to pay a royalty, those royalties are paid in NRGY. So it is the transactional fuel for the DeFi financial system, and energy is the store of value. So hopefully those two concepts, store of value, energy, transactional fuel, NRGY. And so I hope that's I'll be happy to answer any further questions about it, but I hope that clarifies the tremendous value. NRGY is very, very inexpensive right now, as is energy. I mean, it's interesting because when we first started, we had none of this development. We had just the promise that we were going to work on these things, and yet our coin was $700, $800, $900. And now today we have all of these things, all this money invested, all this development done, and this incredible products being launched, and we're at $80. So it just goes to show you that sometimes the markets don't always value things right away, but eventually we'll get the right value on these products, on these projects, as we become a well-known and trusted player in this industry.
Hey, Alan, Bears asked the question, in regards to Genie Signal, when will we have that availability for Canadians?
I do know, I think Alan's there. I think Alan's freezing up. I can answer that question. Can you hear me, Peter?
Yeah, go ahead.
So right now we're working on StarStake to get StarStake done, and then they're going to be looking at adding other brokers to Genie Signal. In fact, Genie Signal is actually those algorithms, those trading algorithms are going to be part of StarStake. Guys, this encompasses all intellectual property. I don't think people realize how big this is, because once you understand that, this could be the musician, this could be the YouTuber, the athlete. This could be a new product or invention, a new as-seen product or invention that they have a patent on, okay, a new technology. Yeah. So this enables people, it could be a trading algorithm, and this enables people like never before to be able to really monetize intellectual property. And
I just want to say, so Genie Signal ties into StarStake as well, because the algorithms and the trading algorithms on Genie Signal also will be intellectual property available on StarStake. So obviously, what is the value of a successful investment strategy? Huge, right? And so those are actually being deployed and being used right now for free by the energy community, and we have a lot of community members who've been using it and having great returns. It is the stock market; they do go up and down, but having great returns. So so Genie Signal ties into StarStake, right? We're going to be adding more countries. I know we promised that for a while now. We have been focused. We've doubled down our investment of time and resources and people on StarStake because it's the central growth engine for energy. And so we wanted to make sure that we got those things in place, but we've been expanding we've had more and more developers come on board. Just this week, we've added several new people who have said, hey, I want to get involved. And so that will be going forward. Now, that's the chart at NRGY. I wouldn't be too, yes.
I just want to say something as a trader. A lot of people know me as a trader and business developer and whatnot in the market. One thing I want to tell you guys about NRGY why this is so phenomenal. As a trader, when you see this movement, this movement like this is what they call in the market a falling wedge. And it's something that a lot of traders like to see, this falling wedge. Why? Because when you see something like this, every one of these little peaks that you see in here, once this breaks out, all these are stepping stones. All these are support in the market. And when you go back over here to CoinMarketCap and you look, I don't think people realize, let me see here if I can go back over to Coin, open up a new tab. When I go back over to CoinMarketCap, guys.
Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Alan, when
GenieSignal.com, you can go to GenieSignal.com now. We finally have that up on .com, and you can learn more about Genie Signal. Genie Signal is a way, because we had a question. Genie Signal is a way for people to deploy tested automatic strategies to their right now TD Ameritrade account, and it automatically trades their account for them in the stock market. It works during stock market hours. It works with leading brokers. And the cool part about it is you pick the stock, you pick the strategy, you can see the research, and it's a tool for, it's a robo-advisor, active trading robo-advisor platform. This is $1 billion industry. We've spent the last 3 months in a test beta phase with new customers and new people in the energy trying it. It's been great, and people have made money successfully. And though that's not guaranteed, and we don't give investment advice, if anytime you could deploy investment technology that's worked over a long period of time, and you can see that research, and with one click you can log into your TD Ameritrade account on Genie Signal, and you can connect and you can enjoy powerful investment strategies that you deploy. It's really, really cool. So that's a great product, and people will be able to use it for free. And then eventually the successful algorithms will be on StarStake. People will be able to stake ownership in that and receive royalty revenues on the use of trading technology. So you can see StarStake, why we've focused on this, because it's just a huge economic engine, okay, that has so many applications in so many industries, right? Financial trading, in the case of Genie Signal. Obviously, we have art, we have publishing, we have education, we have music, we have and there's so many more. So I'll be looking forward to next week's call, because we'll be able to give you the first real look at what we've done with StarStake, and you'll realize, my goodness, it's a massive undertaking.
So
yeah.
I want to talk about energy. I want to talk about NRGY, Alan, because that's really what the Saturday calls are for, is so you guys can understand the value of NRGY, and why we believe you guys should consider getting some, of course. But if you go to CoinMarketCap and you look at these coins, the top coins and the market caps of all these top coins, guys, they are in the billions. I mean, keep going down, and these market caps of all these top coins are in the billions. The reason I bring this up is because I want to go back. Hey,
Dwayne, you're sharing your VPN screen again.
Oh man, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Okay. The reason I want to go back to this, you look at these market caps are all in the billions of these top coins. The reason I want to go back over to NRGY is because once you understand, guys, NRGY is what's used to create those digital INFT bucks, okay? Those INFT bucks, that stable currency that is in visual format. It can have the artistic.
I just want to mention one thing. So the reason that we chose to go create the NFT bucks is because most people, unlike most people on this call, are not that familiar with cryptocurrency, right? They are familiar with going on a platform, buying tokens, buying a game token, using a service, right? So, and even when you'll notice on StarStake, though, when you click on the wallet, you can see how much energy. We don't talk too much. It's not about energy. We're making it easy for people to understand. We're making it easy for people to use. And so the underlying components, which is our DeFi financial system consisting of NRGY and NRGY, for most people, they won't care about that. What they're going to be doing is staking their musician. They're going to be coming in and staking intellectual property. They're going to see the growth and the USD value increasing as these assets on the back end go up. And those that want to understand the DeFi financial system and participate in the royalties, that's the second side of this thing. That's the financial side. So what we've done is we've created a product that you don't have to know cryptocurrency to use. That's the key, right? And we're doing it, but those of you that understand the full scope of what we have here can see clearly that it's simply a supply and demand. If we use NRGY token for staking in INFTs, and if we use NRGY to create NFT bucks, and if that use case is there, we don't have to get into what all these other coins are doing, which is trying to out promote one another and out hype one another. The use case of the economic engine that we're building is going to create the value. It's going to create the economics. It's going to create the greater than zero sum opportunity that we strive for.
So what I want to really show people, Alan, is, as a trader, I look at this NRGY chart, and guys, this looks really, really good, because when you see this in the market, this falling wedge, once you see this gain support and break out, you usually see this break out pretty good to the upside. I think we're probably gonna come up right, as a trader. Look, I'm just looking at this a little bit, come up here, maybe pull back a little bit, and I think we're off to the races. Now, people always ask me, how high can NRGY go? Well, we don't know. The sky's the limit. But as a trader and as a market analyzer, guys, I mean, you got to ask yourself, how many dollars are going to be, how many INFT bucks are going to be created? How many dollars worth of INFT bucks are going to be created? What do you think it is? What do you think is going to be created? You have to answer that question yourself. But when you look at all those other coins and the market caps, and you see that they're in the billions, guys, it's not unfeasible for NRGY to go up from where it is now, 100x, a few 100x, that's not unfeasible. And that's not,
there's a lot of great, it's a really exciting time in cryptocurrency. So a lot of really great projects. Most of them have billion-dollar, market caps. And not to say that they can't double or triple or quadruple, but the greatest growth phase is going to come from products that are and projects like ours that aren't well known. We're the new one, right? Everything we're doing is so far, in my opinion, ahead of what other cryptocurrency projects are doing. We're ultimately creating this, and I mentioned this again, this greater than zero sum opportunity by adding royalties, by creating a technology that adds a royalty component to an economic system, by having a fair DeFi financial system that's not controlled by any person, that's liquid, that people can get when they want. That is going to be the difference. Now, I'm going to tell you, right now we have a little bit of a headwind. Our big headwind right now isn't the things that we're doing, it's the fact that the Ethereum gas price fees are through the roof. It is making it difficult to stake, expensive to stake. It's making it difficult to trade. A lot of people are really bullish on Ethereum. The question really is with gas prices where they're at, is it functional? So we're moving to Polygon. When StarStake is being developed on Polygon, and all of our platform, all of our tokens are moving to Polygon. Why Polygon? It's a fork of Ethereum effectively. Are there other smart contract platforms out there that are better in the long term? Yes, but this is a proven platform. It's working today. There's lots of integrations with many exchanges and many wallets, okay? And all of our existing infrastructure can be ported over there with no major changes, you see? So we're heading that direction. It's going to be a seamless transition. You literally will not have to do anything. It's all going to be done automatically. So we will be making that move with the launch of StarStake. And it's going to allow people to buy and sell energy go for pennies, okay, versus paying $40, $50. Yeah.
I want to keep us on track here. So guys, NRGY is used to create INFT bucks. I want you to understand that. When those INFT bucks are used to purchase INFTs and intellectual property, they are converted to energy, guys. And this is energy. Right now, energy is valued at, I believe it's around $78. Let me refresh the screen. I want to get the most accurate price. Right now, energy is valued around $78. Why is energy so important? Because when you hold energy and you stake energy and you have at least 25 coins in staking, you get to earn on the entire ecosystem. You get to earn on all the INFTs that are created on StarStake. And that's a really big thing, because to have 25 coins staked now is much more affordable than when, let's say, the energy price goes to $1,000 or $3,000 or $5,000. So what I want to do is I want to play a really short video that's going to explain to you how the whole energy DeFi financial system ties together. And then I'm going to end the Facebook stream and we'll open it up for some Q&A. So let me go ahead and play that video to explain to you how this all ties together. Let me share my screen, and here we go. Once it opens up, oh, hold on. It wants to put it on my other screen. Here we go.
How is wealth created? And I'm not talking about just making money. I'm talking about real life-changing wealth. Do you know how it's really created? It's created by the movement of money. Let's take a journey back in time.
There were a group of pioneers who wanted something different, to get an abundance out of life. So they got together and went out west. They encountered lots of hardships before settling where they wanted to build their community. And instead of just one person benefiting mostly, they decided to do things a little different. So the pioneers pooled their money together and essentially established a bank owned by these pioneers. New members started joining the community. They started businesses that were owned by anybody in the community who wanted to participate. Together, they developed these businesses to be profitable. A portion of these profits were shared back to the bank owned by the pioneers. More businesses popped up with community members working to develop each one and sharing in the profits of the business they developed. And while the bank, owned by the original pioneers, shared a piece of the profit generated from each business. New community members were given the option to buy into the bank owned by the original pioneers, and it became known as the Community Bank. Some of the new members decided to also own a piece of the Community Bank and paid what seemed like a high price. Other members remained stubborn and chose to only profit with the business they were working to develop. More businesses were developed, and the Community Bank became even more profitable. The stubborn community members who felt it was too expensive to buy into the Community Bank before were finally ready to buy in. But when they went back, they were shocked at how much the price went up. The community continued to grow, and more businesses were developed, while the Community Bank that shared in a piece of the profit from each business continued to grow fatter and fatter. Community members who owned a piece of the Community Bank reaped the rewards. The stubborn community members who didn't take action to stake their piece in the Community Bank earlier when they felt the price was too high were finally ready to purchase at the much higher price now. Finally, everyone was able to enjoy the fruits of the entire community, and the community prospered together, passing their wealth to generations to come.
But there's a problem. Over time, wealth has been diminished from generations by authorities who seek to control them. So today, a new community in cryptocurrency called NRGY has formed, a community poised to energize the world and create wealth for the very pioneers of today. Would you like to be a pioneer and create wealth for your family? NRGY is the cryptocurrency deployed to create wealth for the community members who choose to stake it. Decentralized businesses in many sectors are being developed by the NRGY community. These decentralized businesses are known as dApps, or decentralized applications. Would you like to earn cash flow from royalty payments? Community members who keep at least 25 NRGY staked can access royalty payments, which is paid as a cash flow to these members in the form of NRGY. This NRGY can be staked to earn additional NRGY or swap for Ethereum or USDC, US dollar coin, through the NRGY liquidity pool that acts much like a decentralized bank. Would you like to own an asset that not only generates cash flow for you, but also increases in value as the demand rises? As more and more profitable dApps are developed, the demand for NRGY becomes greater and greater. As the demand increases from people wanting to stake NRGY to earn royalty payments and from supply that is tied up when dApp products and services are consumed, the USDC and the NRGY liquidity pool increases, while the limited supply of NRGY is decreased. This causes the value of NRGY to rise. The supply of NRGY is extremely limited, while virtually an unlimited amount of USDC can be added to the liquidity pool. In this way, the NRGY liquidity pool acts similar to a decentralized bank owned by the community. As the demand for NRGY becomes greater and greater, the value could skyrocket. Would you like to also mint NRGY for yourself and for your family? In addition to accessing royalty payments, NRGY stakers get to earn more from the minting of NRGY. NRGY will mint for a period of 100 weeks from February 20th, 2021, which is approximately 2 years. While 25 NRGY needs to be staked to earn royalty payments from dApp revenues, any amount of NRGY can be staked to earn in the minting. Minting rewards are earned weekly and can be compounded back into staking. Simply put, the more NRGY you stake, the more NRGY you will earn from minting. The only question left is, are you ready to stake your claim in this new economy? How much can you potentially earn from staking? Now, I want to be clear that the following example is purely hypothetical and is not to be construed as a guarantee. Community members who keep at least 25 NRGY staked can earn royalty payments from all the dApps built upon the NRGY platform. Keep in mind that not many people are able to stake 25 NRGY. Not necessarily because of the price, but because of the supply. NRGY is extremely limited in supply, which in turn limits the number of accounts that can have 25 NRGY staked. As of the filming of this video, the very first blockbuster dApps are under development, and there are only about 150 accounts with 25 or more NRGY staked. If these first dApps were to disperse an average of $100,000 per day in royalty payments to accounts with at least 25 NRGY staked, each account would receive over $650 in cash flow per day. This equates to almost a whopping $250,000 per year for each one. Of course, the number of accounts staking 25 NRGY is likely to increase over time, but so is the number of profitable dApps. The development of the NRGY community and decentralized businesses built upon the platform is constantly ongoing. As more and more profitable dApps are created upon the NRGY platform, the extremely limited supply of NRGY is squeezed more and more, causing the value to surge. How do you stake? NRGY can only be staked using Ethereum or USDC through the Community Builder dApp. The Community Builder is a highly effective way to grow the NRGY community. 75% of your purchase is used to stake energy, while 25% goes to community builders. By incentivizing the community, we are able to educate and grow our community much faster, which makes the energy you're staking and earning much more valuable. While you can purchase the coin directly from decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap and own 100% of your purchase, you are not able to multiply your coins like you can through staking, by earning royalty payments from dApp revenues and the minting of the coin. Once you stake energy, you also become a community builder yourself. A total of 25% is paid over 2 tiers. You earn 15% of the energy staked by the people you personally invite, and 10% of the energy staked by the people they invite, which is paid directly into your wallet. Since Energy is not a company and owned exclusively by the community, 100% of the community builder fees go back to the community and are rewarded to those actively growing the community. You are not locked into staking for any time frame, and you can unstake and cash out your energy at any time. To prevent people from jumping in and out of staking, 7.5% of the coins unstaked are burned and permanently removed from the total supply of energy. This limits the supply of energy even more, making it more scarce and even more valuable. Energy is setting an unmatched precedent to change the world for better. Are you ready to get energized? Are you ready to be a pioneer and stake energy?
So guys, that is how this all ties together. This is how you stake energy. This is how you get involved. You have a tremendous opportunity right now. Why? Because the price of energy to have 25 energy staked is so affordable. And of course, to have 25 energy staked, you want to purchase 34 energy. You put them into staking and you'll have 25.5 energy staked. And what you're going to do if you want to stake energy, whoever you heard about energy from, reach back out to them and they're going to give you a link to the community builder. And you're going to be able to stake energy there in the community builder. If you need specific directions on what to do, you're going to go to 𝗘𝗫𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and there is a button that says stake now before the price changes. And there are specific directions right there. So they give you all the steps, exactly how to stake energy. Guys, it's really easy to stake energy. You buy energy and then you stake it. You want to be sure though that you use whoever invited you, use their link to stake energy, but the directions on exactly what you need to do are right there, step by step. So what I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the Facebook feed. I'm also going to end the recording. And we're going to open it up for our short Q&A. Now, if you're out there watching on Facebook and you have questions about the Energy DeFi financial system, about the Infinity NFTs and the intellectual property and StarStake, get on this Zoom. How are you going to get on this Zoom? Scroll down in the comments and there's a link to this Zoom out there on Facebook. If you're watching this on maybe your friend's Facebook feed that shared it out and they don't have a link to the Zoom in the comments, go to the original video that they shared and there is a link in those comments to get on this Zoom. But I'm going to tell you guys on Facebook, guys, lots of stuff coming together, lots of good things. Guys, right now, I want you to understand, we're really testing out the rockets. We're testing out the rockets. And soon those rockets are really going to take us to new frontiers. And the thing that I love is we're all going to be able to succeed together. And that's the beauty of energy. You know, it's about winning together. So everybody on Facebook, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next week. Everybody on the Zoom, stick around. We'll do a short Q&A. Bye now, Facebook.